Hey guys, it's Carl Brown for GuitarLessons365.com. Today we're going to learn the main riff to Babe, I'm Gonna Leave You by Led Zeppelin. So we have some arpeggiated picking here. It's a pretty simple part, except we have some kind of big skips in the picking hand. But I'm going to kind of show you all the way into the main intro and through the verse, the beginning of the verse, which will kind of give you a handle of what's going on for a large part of the song. Alright, so let's start here with the intro. It's slightly different than the verse. We're going to start with just an A minor chord, and you're going to pick here the 5th string, the 4th string, and the 3rd string, and then the high E string open. Now, the rules for what I'm doing arpeggiated picking, and this is the most economical way to do it, is always pick in the direction of the next string that you need to hit. So that just kind of gives you a system of going. So that's why I have downstroke, 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 and then on this high E string I hit an upstroke because I'm heading back to the 5th string. Alright, so just keep that in mind. That's the picking that I'm doing throughout. I'm always picking in the direction of the next string that I'm going to hit. Alright, so after that we still hold the A minor chord and we pick across the 5th, 4th, 3rd, and 2nd strings. And once again, I have a down, 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 up picking pattern there. So far we have this. Alright, now you're going to want to leave your first finger there because you want that melody note to keep ringing out. And you're going to come over and grab these other notes for this next chord shape that you're going to pick across. And it's going to be the 3rd fret on the 6th string, 2nd fret on the 4th string, and then the 3rd fret here on the 2nd string, the B string. Now the G is open. So you're going to pick the 6th string. Notice I still have my first finger down there on the B string behind this pinky because it's going to be coming up next. We have you're picking the 6th string, 4th, open G, then the 2nd string. Then you pick the same exact strings except pick up your pinky. So now you have that first finger still sitting there. So it goes. So all together. Alright, so make sure you don't pick that pinky up until right when you need to play that note. So while I'm picking through it, the last note in the picking pattern is that melody note changing on top. So you want to hold that as long as possible so it doesn't sound like this. That note just always getting cut off on top. Just keep those melody notes. Alright, so it takes a little bit of coordination, but it's pretty easy once you get a hang of it. Alright, so I'm still leaving my first finger there because that's holding that melody note. I'm going to change the notes of the next chord, and I'm going to play the 2nd fret here on the 6th string, then the open D string, then the 2nd fret on the G string, and then the 3rd fret on the B string. Still got my first finger there on the 1st fret on the B string, so that's coming up next. So we're going to pick the same strings we did before, the 6th string, 4th, 3rd, and 2nd. And then you're going to pick across those exact strings again. By the very end, you're going to lift up that pinky so you can now play the 1st fret on the B string. So remember, let go at the very last minute. So far we have this. Alright, still keeping your first finger there. I'm going to play this F chord by first finger on that 2nd string, then the 2nd fret on the G string, 3rd fret on the D string, and your thumb is going to come over and grab the 1st fret on the 6th string. So you're going to pick across just once these 6th string, 4th, 3rd, and 2nd. Then you're going to change chords. Just go to an E major chord now, so it's just a low E string open, 2nd fret on the D, 1st fret on the G, B string open. Alright, So now we go back around through the chords again, and it's going to sound like this. So the second half was the same, except the melody notes on the first two chords were different. So on this A minor, instead of doing what we did before, we're now going to have your pinky at the 3rd fret on the high E string. And that's the note that you're going to hit there instead of the open E. And then you're going to pick across those strings again, but pick up your pinky at the very end to hit the open E string instead. Alright, come over and grab that same chord that we did before, but instead of having the 3rd fret on the B string, move it over to the high E string as well. So it's the same melody notes on top for this chord. So we're picking now the 6th string, 4th, 3rd, and then the high E string. Pick those again, but once again, pick up the pinky at the very end. So we have this. So far in this new part, we have. Alright, so now the second half of it is the same that we did in the first time through the chords. Alright, so that whole intro is basically going through those chords twice. And the melody notes on the first two chords the second time around are different. Everything else is the same. All right, then the vocals come in. Now the vocals are going to be doing just a combination of the two. The easiest way to understand it is it starts the way we played the second time through before with that A minor, where the melody note was on the high E string. All right, so you remember that. And then the rest of it is like the first time you played it through. Well, all those melody notes are on the B string. So all together for the verse. Repeat that. Okay, so that verse continues on for a while. That's the way he plays it most of the time. He inevitably starts kind of adding new things in there. But if you guys want to learn the entire track, just all the sections of it, just make sure this video gets 600 likes here on YouTube, and I will teach the entire thing. All right, I'll see you then. Bye-bye.